The Straits of Mackinac connects Lake Michigan and Lake Huron in a region filled with vibrant activities and diverse ecosystems. And winter is no exception, with exciting activities like pond hockey tournaments to ice fishing, cross-country skiing, and snowshoeing. There's so much to do in the Straits of Mackinac. Join us as we explore how to prepare for these different activities and how to get the most out of it. Welcome to Life of the Straits Winter Edition.
Welcome everyone to session 4 of our Life of the Straits Winter Edition. Today we will talk about snowshoeing and winter hiking. If you want to get out and explore or stay in shape, these activities are great exercises. It's great for all age levels, so go with friends or family. Join me on this journey as we discuss the equipment, proper clothing, and safety measures you should follow to have a relaxing and fun time out on the trails. Without further ado, let's grab our gear and review our checklist so we can go explore the woods.
You should always check the forecast to make sure you are properly dressed for the conditions. You will be doing a lot of cardio, so choosing a non-bulky layer to keep you warm and dry will be the best option. The base layer, which would be your long underwear, should be moisture wicking, and wool or synthetic are recommended. The mid layer are the normal everyday clothes you have, and then comes the outer layer. The outer layer can range from pants to snow pants or bibs and a warm winter jacket. Make sure your socks and boots keep you warm, and remember to always wear a hat and gloves that are insulated.
Now that you are dressed, let's pick out our equipment.
Snowshoeing is a fun way to explore the trails of northern Michigan when the snow is a bit much for just boots. Picking out snowshoes for the first time can seem intimidating. Snowshoe size is based off the person's weight, the terrain you plan to go, and snow conditions. Most sporting places have staff that are available to help you figure out the best snowshoe for you. Snowshoes are the most important gear besides your warm clothes. You can use trekking poles and will need to bring water, snacks, and a day pack on the journey too. If you are a beginner or need the equipment and are on a budget, no worries. There are many stores here where you can rent snowshoes at a decent price. Hiking in the winter can be fun when there is a light snowfall. The best part is the equipment you need is the same as the summer. Grab your hiking shoes, water, snacks, and a pack. Depending on ice conditions, shoe spikes can be used for better traction on the trails as well.
Alright, now that we're properly dressed and have the right gear, let's figure out what trails we're going to explore.
Michigan is home to over 13,000 miles of trails, from hiking, cross-country skiing, to snowmobiling and waterways for kayaking and canoeing, making Michigan #1 in the nation for trails. To make choosing a trail less complicated, there are now free apps that provide trail information, locations, reviews, and what types of activities can be done. Or you can go online to Michigan's Department of Natural Resources. Not every trail is designed for hiking or snowshoeing. A trail will have signs illustrating what activities you can do on them. It can look like a hiker, a tent for camping, someone skiing, or snowmobiling. There are rules at most every park that need to be followed, like the Leave No Trace rule. To keep the parks and trails clean for generations to come, people take care of trash they brought with them and clean up after their pets, and must keep them on a leash. During the winter, most trails are groomed for cross-country skiing, which means hikers and snowshoers must keep to the side. Once you've picked your trail and planned your route, be sure to have an emergency plan, especially if it's longer than a day hike.
Well, let's not just stand here, we've got trails to conquer.
The hiking trails of Michigan are so diverse, they lead us to waterfalls, usher us through old forests, guide us to mountaintops, and down through canyons. All trails are open to all skill and endurance levels. All trails have markings to make sure you don't get lost, like this one here. Depending on the level of trail, it might be a big sign or a marking on a tree. Here at the McCune Nature Center Trail, they have both signs and markings on trees. Some fun things to do while on the trails is bring nature identifying books, take some pictures of what's around you, or stop to smell a flower. Being out on the trails can be a great reset if you are feeling down or just need a break from things. If you pay attention, you'll find some pretty cool things like we did when we found this tree shelter. As you can see, hiking at McCune, we have went from woods to marsh to meadow. The terrain can change drastically, so this is why it's important to do research and be prepared for your trip out.
After being out in the cold, be sure to change out of your gear and into something warm. This helps the body acclimate and warm up. After all the adventuring we've done today, be sure to relax, warm up by the fire, and drink some hot cocoa. If you loved being on the trails this week, be sure to come back next week for some cross-country skiing. Thanks for joining me today, everyone.